intergalactic beings of multi-dimensional realities. Welcome to Channeling. Welcome to Channeling in the Now, a unique episode of Welcome to Channeling podcast. Today we have several guests or speakers who are channeling. The first is Maureen Kelly, channeling Edward. Then Kat Gollata channels about love. Kate Woodley channels the Council of the Guardians of the Light. Gwen Juvenal, Warriors of the Light through the Dragons. And Claudia Milligan channels She. And lastly, but not least, Denise Benning will be channeling from her new book, An Activation of Joy. Enjoy Channeling in the Now.
I am Maureen Kelly. I live in the state of Washington, and I channel an entity called Edward. He's an Arcturian. He is also not just comes to me, but he's also a teacher. He brings in other students, and then he lets them, I sort of channel, they can see what's going on. Good day. My name is Edward. And those of you who do not know me, I am an entity from the realm of the Arcturians. There are many of us here on Earth, as they are with all the other beings. We do enjoy trying to teach people about entities and other beings that are here on Earth. I think my little talk today will be on tolerance, about tolerating all the other beings that are here, and you may not know who they are, and you may not see them, you may feel them, but there are other entities and aliens that are walking among people on this round ball that you call Earth. They are all over the place. They are here to teach and help. So you might meet someone that may look a little odd, may not always do what you want to do or what you want them to do, but question the tolerance. All the entities here are full of love. And that is what they do best on trying to shed and share with people is love. So I guess the tolerance is my little talk for today about learning to tolerate others, because remember, others have to tolerate you. So it's not just you trying to go out and gather up friends and everything, and you want to tolerate them. They have to tolerate you. You must always look at yourself first to find out what kind of a person are you, what can you do to help, and what can you do to go out and help your neighbors, your friends, maybe your town. Doesn't have to be big. Just share the energy of love. That is the most important thing.
Good morning, Gwen. I just want to say, first off, thank you. I very, very much appreciate you thinking about me and offering me this opportunity to be able to share a message. It's so fun recognizing the people that you ride the waves of life with. Over the weekend, as I was receiving your invitation for this message, I had a massive trigger. And I love talking about myself. I love talking about my life. What really came forward from that trigger, I just want to say this took 2 days for me to resolve because I'm learning. Okay? What came forward is Second Mountain Ethos. And so I really want to talk a little bit about Second Mountain Ethos and how we can apply it in our lives. So I had a situation with my partner, and in the ways that things happened, we just really had to prove to each other that this is what we wanted, and we wanted each other, and we wanted to grow together and work through things together. The both of us have recognized that what we feel around each other, the energy that moves through our body, is indescribable at this point. Like, we don't have words to be able to say what we feel around each other. We just feel it, which is incredible. It's an amazing thing. What happened this weekend is my triggers triggered his triggers. And so then we were triggered together. And neither one of us was wrong. We were both right in our perspectives and our lived experiences. What's difficult about being triggered is that you don't always recognize the best way forward. You're in this heightened sense, this fight or flight. You want to run, you want to freeze, you want to fawn over someone, anything to keep things at a status quo, right? Stagnant energy doesn't bring us what we want, though. We need to create momentum for the waves. We need the ebb and the flow, the up and the down, to bring us what we want. Coming back to Second Mountain Ethos, from the lens that we are all one, the common advice right now is to love yourself first before you know how to love another. In Second Mountain Ethos, they tell you to love another so you know how to properly love yourself. And I've found the Second Mountain Ethos to be much more resonant with my life than any sort of love yourself first. What I've found is that when I love myself first, I enable my behaviors that I try to change. It's when I'm around other people who challenge me to grow, challenge me to change, challenge me to keep up with the pace of the world around me, that I really find myself. And it's such a fabulous energy exchange. Once you've found that beauty of loving outside yourself and feeling it within, you have an appreciation for every moment of your life. Now let's talk about Second Mountain Ethos beyond just any sort of romantic love, partnership, what have you, even family relationships or friendships. This Second Mountain Ethos can be applied to. But let's broaden this out a little bit. Let's talk about how this is creating a new world, right? We all have very strong values. And for a lot of us, one of those very strong values is authenticity. Through Second Mountain Ethos, we stand in our power of loving ourselves unconditionally, allowing ourselves to feel what we feel, and living in that authentic moment. And we can only do that because we've seen it done. So when you're talking about Second Mountain Ethos and bringing in this new world, Look for the values that resonate with your soul and learn from them. You're going to be triggered. And when you are triggered, it's time to slow down and really have a conversation with yourself. One trigger that I've noticed a lot is money. Not even abundance, but specifically the money key to abundance. It's very triggering for people. There's a lot of people who have hard feelings about millionaires and billionaires and all of these companies that move their money around in shadows and put it in these shell companies, and they say it's stealing. I can see it. I can see it. But don't we all kind of do the same with our little change jar? Don't we all do the same when we sell something on Facebook for some cash and we don't report that to the federal government on our taxes? So if we're doing that and they're doing that, aren't we all the same? In order to truly love yourself, you need to love every bit of the outside world that has been reflected from your internal belief system. You need to love every single part of it. There is an appreciation for every moment. I think that's the message.
Hi, everybody. This is Kate Woodley with AscensionCalling.com.
We are the Council of the Guardians of the Light. We come with love. We come as a broader collective of light beings. We are never far. We are always with and among you in the spirit of love, guidance, and we will even say compassion. And this is what we wish to speak of today. It is about the importance and the energy of compassion within the human collective. Humanity has a deep capacity for compassion. That is a way to honor and respect each other's feelings, perspectives, and standpoints. It is about an authentic recognition within each other of the divine beings of light that you each and all are. Even through this human experience, which can sometimes be challenging, dense, and intense, we understand. But the way forth, our dear friends, is through compassion. And when you struggle to find compassion for those that you may judge, for those that you feel may have transgressed some very essential human needs, values, and qualities, this is when you are being asked to step in a higher and broader space of compassion. For it is only and primarily through the energy of compassion that you are going to expand your consciousness. This does not mean or entail condoning the actions of those around you, but it is rather about learning to see all things through a higher and broader perspective. Even if, in the very least, this allows you to understand other people's motives, to perhaps see that they are moving through and acting from a place of fear, a place that is not in orbit with universal love. And this lens is no longer to judge others, but rather to understand what it is that motivates them and the compassion that they need. For when you bring compassion to all those around you, you project the energy of love, and in so doing, you naturally help to transmute the energies within them, as well as the energies and the nature of the connection between you, them, and everything around them. For understand, our dear friends,
that your consciousness, your energetic fields do not exist as islands, but rather they exist as points in a very intricate, beautiful, interconnected, energetic mesh. It is a cosmic web, if you will, of energy, where each being, each form of consciousness is connected to every other being and form of consciousness. The energy that is exchanged between each of you is what feeds, sustains, and nurtures this cosmic web. As such, when you project the energy of forgiveness, of love, and compassion, you in essence help to elevate the energetic field. You help to intensify and brighten the cosmic web. This is your power. It is an innate ability that you all have. At first, for some of you, this may take practice. It may take time. And it may require each of you to overcome your own internal judgments and prejudices in order to see and recognize that all those around you, whatever beliefs they hold, whatever actions they endeavor to take, that they too, at their core essence, are beings of light and consciousness that you are interconnected to. As such, this is a choice. It is a choice at the individual level as well as a choice at the collective level. What do you choose to project, to give, and to gift to those around you, to the cosmic web, and ultimately to yourself? For our dear ones, what you project, you energize. And when the entire field is energized in a place of love and compassion, you are also immersed in this energetic field that also benefits you as much and as well as those around you. This is one example in which all of you are interconnected and in which no intention, no thought, no act, no word, no projected experience or emotion ever acts or impacts anything or anyone else in isolation. It is something that is fed to the entire field, and it reverberates and echoes back to all within it. You are all connected. And so our invitation to you is to choose how you want to relate to others, how you want to interact and exchange with them. And you are an equal part of this energetic equation. What you put in, what you intend, what you project is what feeds this beautiful interconnection that unites all of you. Remember your role. Remember your choice. It is not a responsibility, but it is simply an energetic universal fact. It is the way in which all energy moves through and in between all beings. We are part of this cosmic web. We continue to send you love and light. We are always here to guide and to teach. And it is our hope that today's message has landed in your hearts. With love, your friends.
I will be channeling the warriors of light through the dragons. This is the message that they share with you today. Simply breathe. Yes, simply breathe. Your breath is the answer to so many questions that you have. It is the answer to letting go of so many of those beliefs that no longer serve. It is a key to being able to let go of the emotions that at times you feel may drown you. But you are more than the emotions. You are simply a vessel that these emotions have been offered to express through. You are a beautiful vessel, full of life, full of vibrance, full of so many aspects and so many opportunities that you do not see at the moment. But as you breathe and you simply ask and say, what now is available to me that I can see that I did not before? Allowing and believing, imagining that as you breathe in and out, new insight will come, new thoughts will come, new feelings and expressions will come, new sensations in your body. And as you continue to breathe and trust, offering it up all to love and light, you will find yourselves transformed. You will find yourselves from the lowest lows entering and opening to your widest and highest experience of yourself. We say these things to you in love. Simply breathe. Learn how to breathe deeper, broader, and wider than you ever have before, within your body, through your body, and extending beyond your body. For your body is simply a part of your vessel, and as you breathe, you will come to know yourself more and more as you invite this alchemy that is often initiated through the breath to occur. You will learn to trust more and more. And even if you come across what would be considered painful emotions or thoughts or experience, continue to breathe, knowing you are so much more. Breathe. Yes. Simply breathe.
Relax, Claudia. It is not necessary that you understand all that I say to you. Remember, our time together is an opportunity for you to learn the ways of spirit, the ways of love, the ways of life. It is a gift to you so that you can better navigate the lessons that you learn. Your rate of learning does not really matter. Eternity is your playground, and you can return here to the physical, or you can learn in spirit when this life is over. So many options, so many choices, so many chances to become kinder, more compassionate, wiser, more giving, more loving. Yes, I do want you to understand the greatness of this gift of existence. So be open to see the love and beauty in each person. You have known that David was a lesson in loving the unlovable, but that is the lesson each person in your life, including yourself, has come to teach you. We are all unlovable, but not inherently. Any failure to love belongs to the person who judges or criticizes or sees other people, other things, other experiences as less than they should be. Again, sometimes the loss resides in the perceiver. Yes, this is directed at you, Claudia. You understand your loss, your is a response to life that is often one of judgment. Change your attitude. Approach life and approach other people and approach thoughts of yourself with a joy and anticipation of gratitude that you often do not carry into your day. I am glad to be here talking with you and loving on you each morning, and I'm glad that you come here faithfully to be with me, even though you do whine and moan about it a bit. I will use you to help others to also come to a place of reflection and internal attention, and growth. I want you to be a poster child of the internal life. Have you ever thought that it is more to your credit to sit an hour or more when the time drags than it would be if your time was full of joy and flashed by like a comet? Everything has a gift within. So, a lot on love, a lot on gifts.
A lot. I loved that. I wanted to she talked about loss, and I wanted to kind of touch a point on that. So she's talking about loss and kind of this attitude or belief that we have of loss, but that it comes from really just an attitude of, what was it? Is it that we're not fully showing up?
I couldn't. That's the trouble. That's one of the, I'm not going to say difficulties, I'm going to say challenges with me understanding she is also often when she talks, or even when I read her words, I don't hear them. I can't take them in unless I sit with them.
Yeah.
But one thing she is teaching me about loss is that it's been the losses where I found my greatest gains,
Mm.
Something came up for me yesterday that kind of blew me away. It was the trauma that broke me and the trauma that made me.
Mm.
And
Perfect.
so, loss according to who? According to me not getting what I thought was rightfully mine. I get into that a lot. But, I think of a country song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayer. And I think of those boyfriends in high school that I didn't marry. Oh my gosh,
Hello, my name is Denise Benning, or Chana D. I'm a divine channel, and I work very closely with the archangels and divine masters. And today I want to share a channeling from my new book, Intimacy of Light, A Journey of Multidimensionality and Divine Love. This book is a co-creation between myself and my divine master guide, Jeremiah. He shares his wisdom about multidimensionality and divine love, and together we tell our soul stories of the many lifetimes we have shared together. This channeling that I have chosen is called an activation of joy. The joy of being one. The joy of being one and present with your life. Oh, to drink in the pleasures of life in all its wondrous glory. There is a spark of divine joy that burns within you. Stoke its fire with the glory of your light and the mystery and magic of life in all its perfection and chaos. Where does joy lead you? Do not be afraid to seek a path that leads you to joy. The heaviness of the human experience can sometimes make this feel daunting. So be courageous and step into new opportunities and new perspectives of what is possible. Let these words inspire you. Let their vibration on this page activate an inner knowing and wisdom that your soul is leading you to joy. Be open to embracing it and let go of what may feel like safety, but is simply doubt and fear. Take the first step. Dip your toes into the cosmic ocean of joyful experiences, then dive right in when your soul says go. The divine is right by your side, leading the way. Trust the signs and support we are sending you. It has already happened. All you have to say is yes. I'll now bring through a light language transmission from Jeremiah to integrate this activation. Esut urash va sandash deverese teinumund. Si varat aina va satayesh deverese kurundiateve. Si nuyun deverese taina. Shina varat. Sunja varates deverese. Sinuyum davaratainash davarat. Suratyate. Suratyate verese tush deverasa sunjate. Simandiat. Suratayesh davarasata. Si verese ke se tush dunjevere. Inna. Ina stavaratai, ina, ina, ina. Walk in joy, my dearest ones. Peace be.
Click the link below to receive your very own free soul play meditation, reboot, or soul song. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Welcome to Channeling. Till the next episode, own your stage and play on.
Hot Muffin Media.